Good morning, students. Welcome back to virtual classes from Oscar Public School. I hope, class, you will be enjoying your holidays. Let's come back to the topic of history, new king and kingdoms. Okay, let's start the Rashtrakuts, AD 753 to 973. When the Gujar Pratiharas were ruling over northern and western India and the Palas over eastern India, the Deccan was being ruled by the Rajputs. Now, now you can see in the map, in fact I told you about, and this map is a very important, the context of this chapter. I have told you about the Gujar Pratiharas. Gujar Pratiharas were ruling in this period and in this area also, and Palas were ruling here in the area of Bihar and Bengal. Now it's a turn to Rajputs. Rajputs were ruling in the Deccan part of India. They were initially subordinate to the Chalukyas of Karnataka. In AD 753, Danti Durga, a Rashtrakuta king, declared independence from his Chalukyan overlord. He performed a ritual called Hiranyagarbha, the golden worm, with the help of Brahmanas to become a Kshatriya's king. This way, Danti Varman, also known as Danti Durga, became the founder of this dynasty. His capital was at Manyakhet or Malkhed, near modern Sholapur in Maharashtra. The Rashtrakuts were overthrown in AD 973 by the Chalukyan nobles Talab or Tala. Okay, class. Now I explain it. Class, I have told about the Samantas. Samantas slowly and gradually became Mahasamantas and Mahamandaleshwar. If I talk about the Rajputs, they were initially subordinate to the Chalukyas in the Karnataka region. Later on, there was Danti Durga. Danti Durga, who is Danti Durga? Class, Danti Durga, who was the one of the chief of Rashtrakuts. Okay? And they rose to prominence under Danti Durga, and he also the founder of this dynasty. Okay, I explain it. Rashtrakutas, as you just saw, and these were subordinate of Chalukyas, and these were subordinate of Chalukyas, and Chalukyas were ruling in the Karnataka region. Okay, but in the 8th century, the Danti Durga removed Chalukyas. Danti Durga removed Chalukyas. Okay, and he performed a Hiranyagarbha. He performed Hiranyagarbha, or Hiranyagarbha I have told about, it is a golden worm. Class, Rajput were not only family who became king like this. We can take another example also from Kadamba Mayushvarman and the Gujar Pratihara Harichandra, and they were Brahmins. Okay, and Kadamba Mayushvarman were ruling in the Karnataka region, and Gujar Pratiharas were ruling in the area of Rajasthan and Gujarat. I have told about you. They were initially Brahmanas, and they used military power to establish themselves. Kadamba Mayushvarman in the Karnataka and the Gujra Pratihar in the Rajasthan. Okay, class, The Rajputs were made a different type of temple, and the best example of their temple, that is Kailash temple. Now you can see in this image, that is Kailash temple at Ellora, and it's made by the Krishna first. Okay class, now you can see in this picture, this is a Kailash temple in the Ellora, and Ellora in the Maharashtra. Its architecture, it's too amazing. Now you can see it is a very magnificent piece of this art. Now you can clearly see and this temple in the Elephanta caves near the Mumbai were also made by them, and this temple is made by Krishna first. Okay class, as well as class, Rajputs were patronized Shaivism religion, Vaishnavism religion, and also Jainism, as well as Buddhism and Islam religion, and they gave equal patronage to the various religion and various language also, like Sanskrit, Prakritic and Kannada language. Okay, so Rajputs class, Rajputs were very important in that time period. We will cover the next part of this chapter. Okay, and the Rajputs, Gujjar Pratiharas and Palas, I have told about their region and their power and their kingdoms, and as well as their capital also. The next topic is the tripartite struggle. The tripartite struggle. What is tripartite struggle? So let's talk about the tripartite struggle. As we all know, in the medieval period, wars between different kingdoms were fought mostly for the control over strategic region. Similarly, now we can see the tripartite struggle. The rulers belonging to the Gujjar Pratiharas, Pala and Rajputas dynasty often fought for control over Kannauj. Kannauj was then a symbol of sovereignty, and it was well situated in the northern plains. Therefore, whoever captured Kannauj had control over Ganga Valley, since there were three parties in this long drawn conflict. Historians describe it as the tripartite struggle, and these three kingdoms were almost equal in strength. So the victory of one king over the other did not last very long. Okay class?